And yes, I was muted. So let me start that all over again. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that, Jay. So let's talk about the rest of the week before we get fully started. I've not been 100%, even though I'm feeling better after whatever nasty respiratory illness that I had. I tested negative for COVID twice. But who knows? There's all kinds of variations and variants out there. It felt like the flu. It felt like a cold. It felt like all the things with headache, sore throat, sneezing, coughing, all the rest of it. So the breath technique that we're going to practice today, instead of alternate nostril breathing, since I personally have struggled to breathe through one or both nostrils at any given time since I got sick, is Sufi Mother's breath. And Sufi Mother's breath really helped me while I was sick over the last week, although it's not intended to be a breath technique for being ill or supporting you while you're ill. Sufi Mother's breath can be a really great breath technique to practice if you are having trouble breathing. And the reason for that is that Sufi Mother's breath is intended to have several very specific qualities to it. Slowness is one, a very slow inhale, maybe to a 7 count or an 8 count. That really depends on your breath capacity. The other quality besides slowness is quiet, making the breath so gentle that you're not able to hear the breath. So it does require quite a bit of control. The focus is really on the inhale and the hold. So we inhale very slowly and very quietly, and then we hold the breath for a beat or two, a second or two, and then a soft, natural exhale. The intention is to be as slow and quiet as possible with the breath. Because of this, it is also a fantastic breath to practice along with Yoga Nidra. So you can practice Sufi Mother's breath from a seat if you are upright or standing, or, and this is what makes it really useful for Yoga Nidra, is settled back into a reclined shape. So your choice, if you would like to go ahead and settle back for Yoga Nidra and go ahead and begin that part of the practice, then feel free to go ahead and stretch out, bringing any kind of support underneath your body, any kind of warmth with blankets or so forth over the body. Feel free to go ahead and settle into that. Go ahead and take your time to do that. It was not you, Jay. It was me. I didn't realize that when I was setting up the camera that I accidentally hit the mute button on my phone. So we are all here now, and I'm so glad that you are here. If you're settled back, great. If you're going to stay in a seat, we're going to practice Sufi Mother's breath to begin with. We're going to practice Sufi Mother's breath for 5 minutes total. I invite you to keep Sufi Mother's breath for as long as you are aware of the breath that you are taking. Sufi Mother's breath is a wonderful one to practice during the first parts of Yoga Nidra as well, and not just the preparatory part. This here now is the preparation for Yoga Nidra. It is the first stage of Yoga Nidra, what we call internalization. And that is taking the time to create your external circumstances to be as distraction free as possible. So making sure that there's nothing that's going to ring or buzz while you are trying to practice, closing doors, closing windows, maybe even turning the lights off, maybe bringing a scarf or an eye pillow over your eyes to create as few distractions as possible. The other part of internalization, what the yogis like to call pratyaharya, is the withdrawal of the physical senses to the inner world, your interior sense of being. And so, to aid that, we will start with Sufi Mother's breath by bringing attention to the breath itself. And again, the qualities of this breath are quiet and slow, and a retention of the inhaled breath. So inhaling really slowly and quietly, holding the breath for a beat, and then exhaling softly. and then beginning that process over again. Here we go. 5 minutes of Sufi Mother's breath. Begin. The softest, quietest inhale. Hold the breath and then breathe out. Soft, quiet inhale. Hold it for a beat. Exhale gently. And let the body settle as you continue Sufi Mother's breath, slow and quiet. Remember to hold the breath for just a beat when you finish your inhale. And keep the exhale slow and quiet as well. Two more minutes. One more minute. If you're seated, I invite you to go ahead and stretch out and recline and create your nest of comfort. If you are already reclined, go ahead and settle a little bit more and take a few breaths here to really settle the body. If you practice Sufi Mother's breath and noticed clothing folded under you or a wrinkle in your blanket. Smooth everything out. Smooth out everything around you and in your body so that you can then fully relax. And then allow yourself to settle to stillness and rest. And as you come to stillness and as you begin to allow the body to settle out and gravity to take full hold, come back to the sound of your breath. If you would like to continue practicing Sufi Mother's breath, do so, or just breathe naturally and comfortably. And we'll continue the process of pratyahara, the withdrawal of senses. And we'll begin with sight. If your eyes are open, soften your gaze. Let your eyes blur. Let the objects around you and in the room soften and get fuzzy. It is also an option to close the eyes if you would like to close the eyes and create darkness, complete darkness around you, then bring something over the eyes to block out the light and notice whatever you notice on the backs of your eyelids, bringing awareness to the sense of sight. Whatever you're looking at, soften your gaze, whether that is on the backs of your eyelids or the eyes are open and you're gazing at something. Soften the gaze. Let objects smooth out and become just things that the light is touching upon, including the backs of your eyelids. The light on the inside of your eyelids is the light of the electrical signals in your body, in your imagination. If you have not covered your eyes, perhaps you are still perceiving light itself through the eyelids. Notice the quality of light, the quality of vision, and how these are the same, the quality of light and the quality of vision. And then shift your focus to your sense of smell. And whatever you notice, aromas in your nostrils, notice the aromas in your nostrils and the taste on your tongue, perhaps metallic or salt or sweetness, florals, bitter, sour. Whatever you notice, allow it to be a part of you. The sense of smell and the sense of taste, the sense of smell and the sense of taste, internal, external. These are ways that we take in the outside world and absorb it and notice it and observe it. Sight, smell, and taste. Notice the aroma in your nostrils and the taste on your tongue. Allow it to absorb and be a part of you and a part of your practice, a part of being still and feeling no desire to take action on what you observe. Simply observing. Taste, smell, vision. Notice what you hear, the sound of my voice, perhaps the sound of your breath, or even the sound of your heartbeat, other sounds in the room, the sounds outside of your room, the sounds of the world. Any sound that is reported to you is simply vibration and resonance, does not necessarily carry meaning. If you don't make meaning, there is none. See if you can notice just the frequency and amplitude of sound, the resonance and the vibration of the universe itself, the sound and the vibration reported into your ears. The sound and the vibration of the breath itself, no matter how quiet, there is resonance, there is vibration. Within the field of gravity, within the field of atmospheric pressure of Earth, there is sound and gravity and atmospheric pressure, the electromagnetic field, vibration, and resonance reported to you through your ears and perhaps through the entirety of your skin. Notice your skin. Notice the hair along your skin everywhere and what's reported to you through your skin. The sense of touch of your own body, of the skin in contact with air, with fabric, any other material. Notice that you can sense. Notice that you can sense with all of these senses, vision, even if the eyes are closed, the nose and the mouth and the ears and the skin, sensing the world around you and the world in you. Notice the sensory vibration reported to you through all of the senses and bringing it from the outside, inside, outside of the world, outside in the room, outside your skin, and then inside, all sensory awareness pulled inwards. Notice your interior. Notice if you feel hungry. Notice if you feel thirsty. Observe. Do you feel moisture and dryness? Do you feel cool and warm on the inside? Do you feel angry or frustrated or calm and patient? Do you feel the inhale? Do you feel the exhale? Observe all of this sensory awareness, the inside and the outside, the inhale and the exhale. Observe and rest. Observe and do nothing else. Observe yourself resting in awareness of your breath and your body. Observe yourself at rest and breathing. Be aware of the inhale and the exhale. Be aware of the crown of the head, beginning nyasa, rotating consciousness throughout the body, the crown of the head, the back of the head, the back of the neck, the shoulders and upper back, the backs of the arms, the middle back, the low back, the hips and the sacrum, and the buttocks, and the backs of the legs, the backs of the knees, the calves, and the backs of the ankles, the heels, and the soles of the feet. Observe the whole back of the body. Notice the whole back of the body. Breathe in. Notice the back of the body. Breathe out. Observe the crown of the head. Notice the entire head. Notice the front of your head, your face. Notice the right side of your face. Notice the right shoulder. Notice the right arm. Be aware of the right hand, the right hip, the right upper leg, the right lower leg, the right ankle, the top of the right foot, the sole of the right foot, the whole right side of the body, the right side of the body. Be aware of the right side of the body. Bring your awareness to the crown of the head, the whole head, the front of the head, the face, the left side of your face, the left shoulder, the left arm, the left hand, the left hip, the left upper leg, the left lower leg, the left ankle, the top of the left foot, the sole of the left foot, the entire left side of the body, the whole left side of the body, the left side of the body. Be aware of the right side of the body and the left side of the body, the back of the body, the left side of the body, and the right side of the body. Become aware of the crown of the head, the crown, the whole scalp, the forehead, the center of the forehead, the space between the eyebrows, the third eye, the right eye and the left eye, the bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose, the right nostril, the left nostril, both nostrils. Be aware of the upper lip and the lower lip, both lips. Be aware of the right cheek and the left cheek, both cheeks. And be aware of the right side of the jaw, the left side of the jaw, both sides of the jaw, the tip of the chin. Be aware of your whole face, the throat, the pit of the throat, the heart center, the whole rib cage, the lungs and the heart. Be aware of the breath in the lungs and the beat of the heart, the breath in the lungs and the beat of the heart center. The solar plexus, the home of the diaphragm, the solar plexus. Observe your solar plexus, the diaphragm rising and falling. Observe your navel, the belly button, rising and falling. With each breath, with each beat of the heart. Notice the pelvic bowl, the low belly, and the reproductive area, the low pelvis, the hips and the pubic bone, the whole pelvis. Be aware of the inner thighs, the inner knees, and the inner ankles, the arches of the feet and the soles of the feet. Be aware of the right foot and the left foot, the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe, the whole right foot. Be aware of the left foot, the top of the left foot, the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and pinky toe. Notice the whole left foot, the right foot and the left foot on both feet. Be aware of both feet. Observe your hands, the palms of the hands, the backs of the hands, and the digits. Notice the digits of your right hand, the right thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky, the right hand. Notice the whole right hand. Be aware of the left hand, the palm of the left hand, the back of the left hand, the entire left hand and all fingers, the left thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. Notice both hands. Notice the hands and the heart, the throat, and the third eye, and the crown. Notice the feet. Notice the hands, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. Notice the whole body, the back of the body, the right side of the body, the left side of the body, the front of the body, the top of the body, the bottom of the body, the whole body, whole and connected, breathing, heart beating, the whole body resting. See in your mind's eye your whole body resting. Breathe here, rest here, be aware of the whole body breathing and resting in this place of tranquility, of calm and peace. Be aware now of your sankalpa, your intention and heart's truest desire. Name it to yourself and repeat it 3 times. Offering you the universal sankalpa, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Blessing and protection in this place. See blue sky, daytime, night sky, starlight, moonlight. See the cliff's edge, the vast abyss beyond the cliff. See the magician juggling a table, a woman veiled, curtain behind her, an orb in front of her, lovers entwined, an enthroned woman, her gown spilling beyond the dais, flowers surrounding her, a man enthroned, stern, a scepter in one hand, a sword aloft in the other, his feet touching the ground, lovers entwined. The priest and the shaman blessing. Courtyard filled with trees and flowers, sculptures, a vast vista of trees and lakes, fruiting trees, flowering trees, the vegetables and the herbs, buildings, the church, prayer flags, a cat, a dog, a grand piano, a bouquet of flowers, a giraffe nibbling at the tops of the trees, a lion, the tiger, the jungle, the alligator, the rabbit, a lizard, and the bee, the sea, the earth, volcanoes, creating islands, vast ocean, waterfalls, red desert, prairies, plains, rolling hills, green forests, deep woods, and quiet. Rest here. Savasana. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. In this dominion of peace and grace that you have created and cultivated, name your sankalpa and repeat it to yourself 3 times. Be aware of your body at rest. Begin noticing the sounds around you and the world around you. Make as little physical effort as possible. Continue to cultivate this place of tranquility. Carry it with you. And may the benefits of this continue to connect in you and with everybody that you connect with today and for all days. If you would like to continue resting, I invite you to continue resting. If you would like to move on, I invite you to stretch and bring yourself around to a seat and join me in closing our time together with this brief meditation. Safe, healthy, and free. Me, you, everyone, all beings, everywhere, always. Let's go be a mighty kindness. Peace. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Since I am still recovering from the illness that I have been coping with for the last several days, I'm taking one day at a time. I hope to be well enough to do tomorrow's Happy Hands and Heart class. Stay tuned. I will keep you posted here on Patreon. I'm so glad that you are here with me now, and I look forward to getting back to our routine very soon. Be well, my friends. Until next time.